Hey guys, this is Car Trike here, and we are going to take a very small tour of the Model 3 touchscreen, pretty much. As you can see, when you first get in the vehicle, so it looks like this. Obviously, you can change it. So this is your map over here. From there, you can change it to like a satellite mode. Your traffic. This, when you press it, shows you the traffic. Here shows you like the nearest supercharger that are currently like nearby. And as you can see, the biggest difference about this screen is that it's higher. I guess it's high definition. It's way better than what people currently have right now in the Model S. And as you can see here, this is your signal, your LTE signal. You have Bluetooth connections up here, and your home link. When you press that, you can set up like your garage door and stuff with it. And this is your valet parking mode. So this is where you actually go if you were to lock your gloves compartment, which is sitting right over there in that corner. All right, so here, so looking at this portion of it, the P stands for parking, so it's mean that you are currently in parking. So this is where you see your current mileage, how far you can actually drive. Here, this is your charge ports. When you press this, it's gonna open, and then you should press it again, and it close it by itself automatically. This is to open the rear trunk and the front trunk. So the rear trunk, so I don't think you have it in automatic. Once you open it, you have to manually go back there and close it. So it's not something that you can just press a button and close, pretty much. So this button here is your back camera. So once you press it, it'll show you who's behind you. And here, drive to McDonald's. This is your voice control. Let's just go ahead and cancel that. So as you can see, there's like several little dots over here. So we're just gonna press this one here, show us the current state of charge, and you can also set your limit as far as like how much should you charge it to 100% or like a daily trip, pretty much. Here you can set up the amperage at which that your car is charging. As you can see, this one says 48 amp, but the Model S, most of the Model S would save about 40 amp. So that's as fast that you should be able to charge it. So this is why the Model 3 charge a little bit faster than the Model S, if you wonder why. So here it shows you no recent supercharging. So if you did supercharging, then it'll show you your bill over here, which would connect to your Tesla account, and this is how you'll be paying for it. And over here, schedule charging. So if you plan on charging your car, you can set up a time when the car should be charging, and this is how it would work here. And then again, you have the same button over here showing you to open the charging port, which you can do it here by pressing this button as well. Here, to control your windshield wiper, this is how you do it. So when you press it, it's off. You tap it again, it's on. So you tap it once. Let's do that. You tap it. You tap it. So this is how you set up the speed. So normally you just put it on auto. That will do the trick. So whenever it's rain, and it just automatically gonna do it by itself. So we went over these. So we're going over here. This is the setting for your windshield wiper fluid. And over here it shows you your trip. How far have you driven and how many kilowatt hour you've burnt. And if you scroll down, it keeps telling you more and more about your driving. And there is really like just showing you the full body of the car, so it doesn't really say anything else. So I guess if you were on autopilot, and this would show some information, but as far as right now, it doesn't show anything. So let's move on back here. This button here is for your music. When you press that, your music section showed up over here. So if you prefer to have that screen up, then you just slide it up, then you should see it in full view, then you can browse your music at that point. This is how you your genre, so you go on that to select the kind of music that you want to listen to and stuff, your streaming sessions, all that stuff, your top station. You'd have everything just line up over here, and this is how you would pretty much navigate yourself through the touchscreen for the music sessions. And this button here, when you press that one, it gives you the options to switch it over to either tuning radio, phone, or radio, or you can stream to the Slacker radio, which Tesla currently have installed in the Tesla, the Model 3s, as well as the Model S and X. So this is pretty much it for the radio. Then if you want to adjust your speaker settings, so you'd press this button over here. You press that, then you should be able to adjust the balance, the kind of sound that you want, balance the music in the front and in the rear, the tone as far as adjusting the sound. And you press this one here to connect your cell phones, and you should be able to dial as well if you decide to. Over here, this just control your heated seat. So once you press this button here, it just control your heated seat. You press it again, it just changes the level until it turns off. Here you adjust the AC. Once you tap it, you have the options to sync it with the passenger side, or just press it again so you can disable it. So here it's on manual, so once you press it, it shows up like that. So to adjust the AC vent, as you can see, the AC vent is a one continuous line that goes all the way behind the screen. So in order for you to adjust the driver side of it, you move it. So as you move it, you won't even see where it moves over here, so you're just gonna fill the AC to the direction that you move it, pretty much. So this is how you're gonna experience that, and I think it's a pretty neat feature. So you can't even see it, versus the current Model S, you would have to move the lever by yourself to adjust it to where you need it. But this one, you just move it to the position that you need, then it'll work that way as well. You can see your climate control here for the seat. So if you were to turn on one, it shows you the seat, the heated seat. And then it's the same thing if you have the rear heated seat like this one does, then when you turn it on, you're gonna see it as well. Climate control is pretty simple, pretty straightforward, not too much complicated things on there. Obviously here, this is to blow the air from the windshield. You turn it off, and heated windshield, and you turn it off. It's the same thing. So heated back windshield, cool it. And here, this is your volume up and down. Alright, so let's dive into the settings here. So to go in the settings in the touchscreen for the Model 3, so you just press that car here. It's right over here. You just press it. It shows up like that. It's gonna show you the quick control. So the quick control, it just talks about your exterior lighting, your fog light if you want that to be on. Every time you make a turn, turning into a corner, the fog light is going to activate. Your mirror, the way you want to adjust it. So if you want to adjust your mirror, as you can see here, there's no buttons here for you to adjust it. You would have to come here and then select the mirror that you want to adjust, and then you would use this button left and right to adjust it. So this is how you would adjust it. This seems a little bit complicated, but once you figured out the process how to get to this screen, once you have your Model 3, it's gonna be pretty easy. So it's not gonna be as hard as you think it is. All right, and here your steering wheel, it shows you how to use it. This is like a simple tutorial, up and down, so out, in, and stuff like that. Here you press this one to fold your mirror. This is where you lock your windows, once you press that, it's gonna lock it. As you can see, you don't have an actual button there to lock your windows, so the only way for you to do that, you have to come to the screen and press that buttons for the windows to be locked. And here you have your display brightness. So this one, so as soon as you get in the car, depends on what time of the day it is, it will automatically adjust the brightness for you. So that's one less thing that you have to do. So back up here, so you have your lights, how you control your front light and the interior light, your locks. You keep going down there. This is the driving experience. So do you want it to be acceleration, which is standard, or chill? Chill is a little bit like when you press the gas. I mean not gas. So when you press the foot pedal, then it takes off a little bit smooth. So not as fast as like you taking off with full speed. See your steering mode, you can adjust it to sport, comfort, and standard. So me personally, I like sport over here. Just because it's a little bit easier. It just make the steering wheel a little bit stronger, I guess. I guess easier to kind of like control it. All right, and as we're moving down, so you have creep mode, you can set that up as well, and you have your traction control here. So once it's on drive, I think you should be able to do that. And then over here it says it here, so used to have free vehicle stuck in snow. So this is the only time you'll use your traction control, I guess. And this is your autopilot setting, so you can cruise flow distance, so 5 vehicle in between, and auto lane change, so which means that every time you press the turn signal, the car's gonna automatically change. And you have auto steer, which is the better version. So it's not complete yet, but it's what you get pretty much. So once you press this over here, it tells you you can set up the speed limit pretty much to drive like 5 above the speed limit, or you can set it to be 5 below the speed limit. So it depends on your driving, the way that you drive pretty much. And down here, this is your safety section, the parking brake, the power off vehicle, and all that stuff. Here is your service sections. Here you just you can when you go to a car wash, so you put the wiper in. I guess you leave it like that, or when you go to service it to get the wiper to change the wiper, so you put it on service mode. That's the only way you're gonna be able to pull the current wiper from the front to be able to change it. Until you do that, you're not going to be able to access them. So this is why they have this wiper service mode here. So you press it again and it just move it right back down. And adjust headlight, so you have the option. So once you press this button here, as you can see in the front, so I'm spinning the wheel, it just adjusting the headlight to the directions, up and down, which is pretty cool. So that's another cool thing that they coming. So this is the left one, so you adjust it however you want, and then you click on the right one, headlight, then you adjust it. So you can barely see it move. It just move pretty small. This is just a pretty small move. So it's not anything big that you can actually see. Your owner's manual's there. Your glove box. You can open and close it here. No, actually you just can open it here. That's the only thing. So once you press that, it's not gonna close. All right, and this button here, so a quick way to change your distance, your car between car distance, you come over here, you press this button to the left. So 1 car, 2 car, 3 car, 4 car, and 5, 6, 7. So you can go as far as 7 car spacing when you're on autopilot. So you can adjust this as you please. So I recommend like 4 cars, so just that way you have enough time to stop. And the other thing that you will notice is that out of all these things that we just did, you did not see like an Internet Explorer where you can actually browse the web. So this mode is not available yet in the Model 3. So hopefully in the coming updates, and Model 3 owners should be able to do that. But as far as right now, you cannot do it. All right, and up here, I don't know if you could see it. There is a camera right there. Right there, there's a camera. So that one is not active yet. So once Tesla send out the update, you should be able to monitor the people who's in your car making video or whatnot. Anyway, so thank you very much, guys, for watching. So I think this was a very long video, and I hope that you enjoy this quick tutorial and all the things that you need to know about the touchscreen for the Model 3. Then we'll see you on the next one, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.